Hello, my beautiful Scorpio. How are you doing, babe? My name is SimplyVelca, and today I'm going to be providing to you your weekly tarot horoscope reading, Scorpio, today for August 30th to September 5th, baby. That's right, we're already in September, hun. So if you find any cards that resonate with you in this weekly reading today, Scorpio, let me know in the comments below which cards resonate with you and how, because that's how I keep up with you guys, is through the comments. As well, if you do enjoy this tarot reading today, Scorpio, or you just enjoy my vibe, I would appreciate it if you were to give this video a like and subscribe, because it does help me out a lot. And I always appreciate it when you guys do that extra step to support me in that way. Remember though, Scorpio, I'm just a man reading some tarot cards to you, honey. You know your situation better than I ever possibly could. So take the cards that resonate, leave what doesn't, because I'm not going to be offended by it whatsoever. I believe tarot cards are just here to give you some food for thought for today, perspective to consider, but never making the choices in your life, Scorpio, because it's your life to live, not mine and not these tarot cards. So I am going to be just getting into your tarot reading now, Scorpio. So I'm going to be pulling a couple more cards. I already had one card fly out for you guys, Scorpio. So I'll be doing two more. We have the Moon card, Archangel Haniel, coming in here, number 9 for numerology. Write that down. You're going to be writing down a bunch today, Scorpio. Archangel Haniel, if your belief system subscribes to archangels, you're open to working with archangels, no pressure if you don't. Scorpio, none of my business, honey. This Archangel Haniel is calling out to you. This card says important psychic insights. The Moon card, by the way, which you can see. Important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that are holding you back. The other card that came flying out was the Renewal card, Archangel Jeromeo. And number 2 for numerology, you know the deal. Review and evaluate a favorable assessments of the facts. Time to move on into a new direction, Scorpio. And then for your final card, the 6 of Fire, 6 of Wands. Fabulous. This card says victory, good news is on its way, public recognition, and or rewards. So, interesting, Scorpio. I'm remembering from your last week's reading. If you haven't seen it, I'll leave a link somewhere around here. But I remember from your last week's reading where there was like this message of where, how would we put it, Scorpio? Because I know that there was this sense of like King of Wands, you know, kind of like a shift in your plans a little bit, but now it feels a little bit more official for you, Scorpio. I do strongly suggest you guys checking out your last week's reading, because I feel like it's going to play a heavy role for this reading as well, because it's just showcasing to me a very a build-up process. When you have the Renewal card stepping forward to you, I'm pretty sure this is the Death card in normal tarot. I may be wrong, but with this Renewal card, this is kind of just like washing your hands clean of a situation, Scorpio. I was telling you from previous readings to start living life for yourself instead of other people. Shows to me that you guys finally pulled the trigger. The Moon card coming in here, this is coming after the, or before rather, the 6 of Fire, 6 of Wands. So this is showcasing to me a little bit of, I would say for some of you Scorpios, this Renewal card kind of came in out of nowhere, whereas I would want to even say like the choice wasn't even yours to make with a situation coming to an end. You guys may have lost a job recently, or a connection no longer is present in your life anymore. I do feel like with the Moon card, it kind of does give this emphasis, Scorpio, of where kind of unexpected for you. But in the bonus message with this, though, with the 6 of Fire, 6 of Wands, Scorpio, this is coming in as this sense of what you, even with what you don't see coming. Well, yes, with the Moon card, we have that like the Renewal card and like closures happening, but the Moon is containing, like the shadows are containing more than just those closures. It's containing some success for you, right? Some victory. So very layered reading right off the bat, Scorpio. So let me adjust so I'm centered. So let me pull some clarifying cards. Where I want to get firstly into the Renewal cards, see what you guys are moving on from. 8 of Swords stepping forward, Scorpio. 8 of Wands stepping forward to you, as well as the 10 of Pentacles stepping forward, Aquarius, and this is under your Renewal card, remember. So In this dynamic, Scorpio, this is giving me very much so movement. Eight of Swords, this is a card of either your own thoughts kind of keeping you trapped, right? Having lack of confidence for you to break out. You don't like what you see in the mirror, and so that's paralyzing for you. Or this is a sense of where you're breaking out of a situation, Scorpio, that was kind of just keeping you contained, kind of like how would we say, like dampening your flame, right? So I would say the Judgment card came out as well. Interesting for this Judgment card to come out. Now this kind of changes things up for you. Actually, no, now that I'm thinking about it, the Renewal card is the Judgment card in this deck. I've had this deck for 20 years. Girl, I'm 26 years old, calm down. 10 years, Scorpio, and I'm just now realizing this is even though this description for this makes it sound like the Death card, I guess it's the Judgment card. So Judgment card coming out twice for you, clarifying the Judgment card. So definitely a big decision was made, Scorpio. And again, it was either on your side of things where the other side wasn't anticipating this, right? Or a situation where a big decision was made without your knowing, and that led to closures. So going back to what I was saying beforehand, before I made that discovery, honey, 10 of Pentacles and this 8 of Wands here, I get a lot of movement. I get some shifting, what is it called? The tectonic plates, honey. I'm not a geologist, but I'm pretty sure it's the tectonic plates. I get some movement in the on the core for you. I get some sense of where, for some of you guys, Scorpio, I feel like you are contemplating moving. For some of you guys, taking yourself out of an environment to get closer or to feed better into your objective for things. Because I do feel as if with the Renewal card coming in, it's moving into a new direction. So I do really feel heavily, some of you guys might be like deciding to move, change jobs. I just get a sense of like changing things up, Scorpio. It's like you were inspired to change things up because of some other change that kind of unexpectedly happened, right? So now let's get into the 6 of Fire, 6 of Wands, because that's what I'm interested in the most, right? Because I feel like that's where your focus shifts. Hermit card coming in here. So definitely separation, Scorpio. I definitely feel as if whatever this shift is, you're separating yourself, right? You're moving on. It's giving me very much so where it's just like, you know what? I'm tired of the stress. I'm tired of the drama. Screw all of you guys. I'm going to go on vacation to Maui, right? Very that. 5 of Wands coming in. And the Strength card coming in. So with the 6 of Wands, this is an interesting dynamic for these clarifiers, Scorpio, because the 5 of Wands, I always say, is like my drama card. So it's kind of funny that I use that analogy from before, right? Where you're tired of the drama. But yeah, this is a card of like competing goals. Also could be representation of obstacles that you're constantly dealing with. Strength card coming in here with the Hermit card. It feels like you're taking something pretty hard, honestly, Scorpio. It feels almost as if the more stress that you're being put under, the more that you kind of just start reclusing into your shell a little bit. And honestly, I don't feel like that's necessarily a bad thing for you, Scorpio. I feel like this is actually the best thing for you, is to kind of just separate yourself from energies and tend to yourself, right? I just heard, like, what is the word for it? Your priorities are shifting, right? And I think I even have said that for your previous reading as well, Scorpio. All that being said, though, darling, let's get away from that heaviness, right? That's gonna figure itself out, darling. Keep me up to date in the comments, Scorpio. But now let's get into the good things in the works for you, Scorpio. Page of Air, Page of Swords coming in here. This card says challenging information, delays or changes to plans, and truth delivered without tact, Scorpio. 2 more. We have the High Priestess card, number 2, Archangel Haniel. Any type of archangel that steps forward after that first spread in numerology, Scorpio. This is only if you feel personally called to it. At this point, I tell you to rely on your intuition to see if it's called for you. And then the King of Fire. This is the card that I pulled for you either the week beforehand or last week, Scorpio. Like 1 or 2 weeks ago, Scorpio. for this is where I was telling you from before, where it's like, I literally told you in a reading, Scorpio, where I was just like, really you need to focus in on becoming the King of Wands, because once you become the King of Wands, that's when success happens for you, right? And this is confirming it. And you know this with this High Priestess card coming in. You know this because Page of Air, Page of Swords, this is showing to me, Scorpio, that you've been keeping your eye on this. You've been keeping your options open because you had a feeling about something, Scorpio. So the good things in the works for you, I mean, it's going to be a repetitive message from beforehand, but it's just like, literally the good things in the works for you is where it's just like, you finally just decide, Scorpio, to pull the trigger on something that you really have kept your eye on this entire time. Maybe you're just waiting for like the right moment, waiting for, you know, maybe that closure to happen with that renewal card before you decide to be like, you know what, let me just move away, right? Let me just move, let me change jobs, let me change whatever your objective is, Scorpio. I feel like, again, it's going to be just a sense of the good things come towards you once you start taking action. You can't remain docile. I mean, I guess you could remain docile forever, but clarifiers, Seven of Wands, the Lover's card, as well as the Nine of Swords. So for those that this is resonating in terms of social, which is a lot of you guys because of the Lover's card and the Seven of Wands, Scorpio, this is giving me a sense of, how would we say, because with this Nine of Swords here, this shows to me you're feeling anxious. And this is under your King of Fire, King of Wands. You're feeling anxious about making a move. The Lover's card under the High Priestess card, and then the Seven of Wands under the Page of Air. This is showcasing to me an energy of where it's like you want to take action, but it's almost this sense, Scorpio, where like you get paralyzed with fear due to the perceptions of other people. And so then you're kind of just left at this crossroads, Scorpio, where you're just like, well, how much longer are you going to decide to be paralyzed by this? Are you going to continue in this narrative and, you know, overcome like that paralyzing fear? Or are you going to just do something else entirely? You know, it's one of those things of where it's just like, you know, it's kind of like shit or get off the pot, you know, shit or piss or get off the pot, one of those two. Number one and number two, honey. It's one of those things, to be blunt, Scorpio. You know, I have to be blunt with y'all, where it's just like, you know, you have this anxiety, you have this fear. What are we going to do about this, right? Let's start taking action to rectify this, or let's move into a new direction, Scorpio. All right, now, my beautiful Scorpio, now let's get into your spiritual or spirit guide and ancestor messages today. Let's see what guidance they have for you this week. Nine of Water stepping forward to you, or Nine of Cups. Your wishes coming true, concerns fading away into love life. Fabulous. Two more. Four of Fire. This is a marriage card too. Four of Fire, Four of Wands, contentment, peace, and abundance, a happy home life, successful completion of a project. I'm really going to be saying, Scorpio, I feel like some of you guys have been really contemplating on moving, whether houses, jobs. You guys are really been considering moving, and I feel like that's the right move. Yep, the Dreamer card coming in, Archangel Metatron, you know the spiel. Leap of faith, follow your dreams, unexpected opportunities. This is the Fool card in normal tarot if you don't know. And the Fool card is associated with the number 0, Scorpio, because it's the start of a new journey, a start of a new story, a start of a new book, honey. And so as I was just saying from before, I feel like whatever my Scorpios are contemplating on just undertaking a new journey, do it. You've had your eye on it for a long time. You've really been in your head. Do it, because Nine of Water, Nine of Cups is the wish fulfillment card. Like, it's going to really be extremely profitable. Four of Fire coming in here. This is a card of just abundance and like getting quite literally the things that you have wanted for a long time, right? Again, but the Four of Fire is that card of where it's like, it's viewed as a portal, right? You look at this card, it's viewed as a portal. Most Four of Wands are kind of formatted in that way, but you have to be the one to walk through it. Spirit can't walk you through for you, right? So it's kind of still following in that theme of taking action, taking that leap of faith, honey, that leap of faith, Scorpio. So if this is about like a social thing, I feel like this is kind of like an energy of kind of like, I mean, keep in mind, Scorpio, I'm a Libra Scorpio cusp, but heavily Libra in the sense that like I love love. So it's like I do see if there's like somebody coming into your life, and if your main focus point, your main objective is love or a connection, Scorpio, I feel as if the next person coming into your life, this is a very all-in energy. Like, you wouldn't regret really immersing yourself, investing yourself into this energy. All right, now Scorpio, now let's get into how people are perceiving you currently today and throughout this week, how this is going to work. I'm just going to be getting into the personality traits and the vibe that I'm getting from the person, and it could be soulmate, twin flame, I said soulmate, family, relationship, all of that, darling work. Up to you to fill in the blanks. If this doesn't resonate though, or if the attributes don't match a person in your life, that just means it's not for you, and that's okay. I don't expect this portion of the reading to resonate with most people, because I feel like this message is meant to reach specific people, Scorpio, so don't get too in your head about it. Page of Water, Page of Cups coming in here. A new... Scorpio, a new person enters your life, a relationship begins a new phase, heightened psychic abilities, Scorpio. Page of Cups, by the way. King of Air, King of Swords coming in here. Speak your mind with confidence, seek out professional advice, balance mental and emotional considerations, Scorpio. And then for your final card, we have the Star card, Archangel Jophiel, number 8 for numerology. Lots of archangels showed up for you this week, Scorpio. I forget which sign had like none. I think it was Taurus. Happy times, make positive, optimistic, long-term plans. You're on the right path. So Scorpio, with this Page of Cups here, this is usually talking about new energy, but it also could be talking about the deepening of current things. Let's pull one card from Tarot. Page of Swords. One more, 2 pages representing new energy. 3 of Swords. All right, so not new energy. One more. 7 of Pentacles. Not new energy. Okay. So this is definitely talking about someone current in your life, Scorpio. Someone current. This is giving me very much so a vibe of, like, you knew the person, but at the same time you really didn't. You didn't really know too much about them. Even though you may have... Because with the 7 of Pentacles here, I feel as if there was some type of work involved here, right? Some type of nurturing with the relationships of one another. But I also feel as if they were kind of like a stranger to you, and maybe vice versa as well, like back and forth. At the very least, from your perspective, they're kind of a stranger. Let's see here. It feels almost as if... I can't really get quite a vibe in terms of personality traits. 6 of Air coming in as well. This gives me a sense of this person will, quite literally, Scorpio, they will do whatever it takes to accomplish their goals. Whether, you know, this is not a person that's afraid of walking away. This is a person that is very stubborn, very headstrong, really not in a bad way at all, right? It just is very much so they are very focused on accomplishing their goals, right? And if something doesn't play a role or a part in accomplishing that goal, they don't want that in their life. So what are their intentions towards you, Scorpio? The Magician card coming in here, with the Hanged Man coming in here. Final card, Knight of Cups coming in here. So I would be saying, Scorpio, for this person, this is giving me very much so a sense with the Magician card and the Hanged Man. Someone's kind of... This person got a change... I don't want to say change of heart. I always end up first reflexing saying change of heart with Hanged Man. This is giving me very much so someone that... So they committed to something, as I was saying, because this person gives me very much so they'll do anything for their hopes and dreams, for their goals, to create it. For them, though, it feels almost as if... Ace of Swords coming in as well. This is giving me very much so, Scorpio, somebody who keeps you in mind, but I feel like their intentions with you are trying to motivate you, or trying to have you consider a new thought process, Scorpio. A new thought process or a new way of approaching something, right? Very interesting message here. With this Knight of Cups here, one more. Knight of Wands. And then the World card. So this is interesting, Scorpio. Now, something I want to just know, I usually keep this to myself, is because when cards are like inverted or not, sometimes I'll mention it, sometimes I won't, just because like I don't want to fill up too much extra detail for y'all to put in your noggin, and I can just relay the message because that's what I'm here for. But a lot of these cards were inverted. And so, especially with the World card and this Knight of Wands, this is showcasing to me where it's like they want to help you, Scorpio, but at the same time, they don't want to be part of your life. I think I called this the World. This is the Wheel. It's like, yeah, they want to help you out in some way, Scorpio, but they don't want to be part of your life at all, which is a weird message. I don't really know what to make of that. This has been a complex reading in general, Scorpio. So I'm gonna close this out here, darling. Hopefully you found some cards. I'm scratching my back. Hopefully you found some cards that resonated with you, Scorpio. If you did, let me know in the comments below which cards resonated and how. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe. If you'd like to book a private personal reading with me, Scorpio, my website's linked down below. SimplyVelca.com. I just dropped a bunch of cards, honey. SimplyVelca.com. My social medias, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, all that just being SimplyVelca, honey. And yeah, Scorpio, I will be seeing you sometime in the near future. I love you so much. Bye.